Hello, welcome back to Onefootball. I am Statman Dave, stepping in for Matt today. He's on holiday. He's a flat earther, so he's currently working out whether you can fall off the edge. Good luck, Matt. But anyway, guys, today we're going to be talking about Manchester United's injury crisis, the replacement for Mark Hughes at Southampton. We're then going to move on to a bit of Antoine Griezmann chat and finish things off with Cesc Fabregas moving to Milan. But anyway, let's get this party started. First up, Manchester United have big defensive issues in their game in the Premier League against Arsenal. 8 defenders are out. Centre-backs, including, of course, Victor Lindelof, Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Eric Bailly, we're moving to fullback. Ashley Young is suspended. You've, of course, got Luke Shaw's got a bit of a knock. Onto right-back, Valencia's out, Matteo Darmian's out. Manchester United pretty much have no defenders. Considering Arsenal's form and the hammering that they gave Spurs in the North London derby, it is a little bit of a worry for United. I've been scratching my head this morning trying to work out what Mourinho could do, and I've come up with this. Scott McTominay at right back, Matic, Rojo at centre half, and of course on the left hand side, Thiago Dillo. That is going to be dangerous against the threat of Aubameyang, Lacazette, and anyone else that Arsenal decide to play in the attacking third. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next little topic of discussion today, and that is, of course, the next Southampton manager. Mark Hughes was sacked earlier on in the week after a very poor start in the Premier League, although arguably Southampton had their best performance of the season, a 2-2 draw with Manchester United, and arguably could have won that being 2 goals up. But Mark Hughes just didn't cut the mustard at a very progressive club. The next guy that could be coming in is Ralf Hasenhüttl, the former RB Leipzig manager, should I say. Plays very progressive football, likes to counter-press, plays a 4-4-2. His wide players come inside and create, the likes of Emil Forsberg, Sabitzer, creating for Timo Werner and Yusuf Poulsen when he was manager over in Germany. Expect a similar sort of style to be put on the South Coast club. Obviously, they've played that before under Pochettino. The counter-press will be back. It'll be aggressive, it'll be direct, it'll be absolutely tasty. But it looks like Ralf Hasenhüttl will be the next Southampton manager, and a very good appointment for me, and it's going to be exciting times and will lead Southampton out of that relegation zone to a safe mid-table finish. There's probably got to be some spending in January as well, so expect Southampton to get into the market. On to the third thing we've got to talk about today, of course, it is the Ballon Dor. Luka Modric lifted the trophy, a deserved win for the Croatian central midfielder. Having starred for Real Madrid last season in the Champions League, completely running the show in some massive games in the quarterfinals, semi-finals and in the final, of course, against Liverpool, Modric deserves to win it. You know, Croatia, second place in the World Cup as well, with Modric a key component, a key cog in that side. Some of those performances in extra time were out of this world. Deserved to win it, but Griezmann, making some quotes. What do I have to do to win it? Well, Antoine, you've got to win the Champions League, you've got to score more goals, and you've got to be a key component in a World Cup team. If you were looking at the best attacker at that World Cup, of course, it was Kylian Mbappe. Can't win it if your, younger teammate is looking better than you on the pitch. Of course, Antoine Griezmann, a fantastic player, but not quite good enough right now for me to win the Ballon Dor. So those are your reasons, Antoine. You do not cut the mustard. Let's finish things off by going to Italy. AC Milan, a club that's doing pretty well in Serie A this season, going under the radar a bit under Gattuso. They're quite aggressive. They're bringing, the likes of Frank Chiesi into midfield with Suso's creativity on that right wing, and they've looked really good. But what they've kind of lacked in central midfield is someone to control the play. They've had Biglia, he's now out with injury. Cesc Fabregas could be set to move out there. He's only played 48 minutes in the Premier League this season, and again, he's coming to the part of his career where he just needs to play minutes, he needs to play football, sort of at the end, that's over the age of 30. So one of these things where Fabregas, AC Milan works a treat for me. Gattuso could go back to the old days of when AC Milan had Pirlo, Ambrosini, and of course himself in midfield. You're thinking Fabregas holding as maybe a regista defensive midfielder, Bakayoko, who has returned to form in recent weeks. Yes, you heard that correctly. And maybe Frank Chiesi in midfield as well, providing that shuttling role, providing that great midfield balance could be good for Gattuso. There's also rumours that Zlatan Ibrahimovic could be back to the San Siro for AC Milan. Imagine that team, Cesc Fabregas, Higuain and Zlatan. The glory days of AC Milan are coming back. But anyway, guys, I've been Statman Dave on Onefootball. Make sure, of course, to subscribe if you are new. And get in the comments below, who do you think United should play in defence against Arsenal? I'm pretty worried. Could be a bit of an 8-2. See you guys later.